Look at this. Look at this. Tens of thousands of people marching. It's all peaceful, not a shred of violence, completely peaceful in Washington, D.C. And I'm on a bit of a lift, so we're going to try to go up and see if we can see this from aerial, from the crowd. But this is what democracy looks like. This is the First Amendment right now in real time. So.
No Kings protests are this Saturday, October 18th. If you are somebody who is chronically online and who talks a lot about politics but does not participate a lot in politics other than going to vote every 4 years, this message is for you. I participated in the last protest and will be participating again. This is your opportunity to channel all of your feelings of frustration and angst towards this administration and what they've been doing into something productive. Last No Kings, approximately 4 to 6 million people across the country mobilized, and we're expecting an even bigger turnout this time. So get your ass outside. Like Beyonce said, don't talk about it. Don't look at what other people are doing. Be about it. Be about that action. And if you're going to be at the No Kings protests in DC, then I'll be there too. Say hi.
I'm about to head out the door. I wanted to give you a quick note to tell you why. Donald Trump seems to think that he can do whatever he wants, from politicizing our military to threatening Democratic-led states and cities, to upending trade policy, destabilizing our economy, using the power of the federal government to go after his political opponents. He's using the presidency for massive corruption and personal profit and grift in ways we have never, ever seen in this country before. He is trampling our Constitution. We're speaking out and we're fighting back. And that's why I'm honored to join my fellow patriots today in the No Kings protests around the country and here in Kentucky. Our state has upwards of 30 rallies scheduled today. It's because of our love for America that we are outside marching in the streets. It's not too late to join in.
So for today's event on October the 18th, history tells us that staying in the streets is the way. Stay in the streets. Don't leave if we want actual change.
Hey, so you realize that this picture and this picture are the exact same picture, right? You don't see it? Are you sure? Because even though they were taken decades apart, they utilized the exact same strategy of ridiculousness. Sure, you've heard the phrase, a picture's worth 1,000 words, although with inflation and today's economy, it might be more like 1 billion, but pictures can do what words often can't. Accuracy in this country might be down, but looking at a picture can seem, there is a wild unbalance in the amount of force that's being used for why. That's why this type of visual protesting is so effective, because sure, we can scream from the rooftops, Portland is not on fire, Chicago is not on fire, but to your 94-year-old grandfather who only watches Fox News, that's going in one ear and out the other. But looking at a picture of someone in a blow-up frog costume, it's got Grandpa like, this is their protest? Are they serious? Are they serious right now? Who are they protesting? What's that, a question? Who are they protesting, Grandpa? All of a sudden, Grandpa's paying attention because what is even going on? Making things ridiculous makes them human. Humans are inherently ridiculous. An unarmed girl facing down a line of armed soldiers to put a flower in the barrel of a gun? Ridiculous. People in blow-up inflatable outfits dancing badly in front of ICE agents? Ridiculous. Ridiculous enough to make people pay attention.
We the people are the first 3 words. It is your right, it is your responsibility to peacefully protest when you know a government has gone too far. And if you've seen the videos, they're not lies, they're not propaganda. This is happening. American citizens are being arrested. Our cities are being invaded by National Guard troops without permission. They are harassing undocumented immigrants as well as just the Latino and Latina population in America. What is going on is not America's future. And if you believe it is, you will be on the wrong side of history. At some point, they will judge us. When this is over, they will say, what did the Americans do? You want to be someone that said, I peacefully protested. I stood up against a tyrannical government and I chose a path that was right for my morality. Do you believe what they are doing is okay? If the answer is no, make a sign, show up at a protest, put a date on your sign, but be safe. They want us absolutely to be violent so they can enact the Insurrection Act. Do not give them the power. We are the power. We, the people, are in control. And we've given that up, and it's time we take it back.
Organizers of the No King March have laid out 3 core demands: a federal wealth tax on the top 0.1%, passing the John Lewis Voting Rights Act, and the dissolution of ICE. This isn't just a vague protest, it's a direct challenge to the specific pillars of financial and state power. Opponents are already screaming that this is radical, un-American, socialism. That's a tired, lazy ass fucking argument. They want you to clutch your pearls over a wealth tax, so you ignore the fact that they're actively making it harder for you to vote. It's a classic misdirection play designed to protect their donors. And frankly, it's just fucking pathetic. But whether you agree with their platform, it's irrelevant to the fundamental right at stake. The First Amendment doesn't say you can only protest for ideas that the government finds acceptable. It protects all peaceful assembly, especially the kind that makes powerful people uncomfortable. Don't let them distract you by debating the specific demands. The real fight is over the right to make those demands in the first place. If you want more videos like this, like and follow. Make sure to follow me everywhere else. Link in bio.
Trump is using ICE to wage war on American citizens.
He forcefully opened the door.
Caroline Levitt really sat up there and said that the left are terrorists and criminals just for disagreeing with Donald Trump. That's honestly one of the dumbest things I've ever heard someone say from the White House press secretary position. And she's not just ignorant, she's dangerous, racist, and disgraceful to this country. What's worse is that Republicans will eat it up without question. They'll just repeat the same old Levitt lies over and over like they're reading from a script. So she even said that the left's main constituency is made up of Hamas terrorists, undocumented immigrants, and violent criminals. But let's talk facts. The right is made up of the Klan, neo-Nazis, and Proud Boys, actual terrorist groups. And when we talk about violence, the right-wing record speaks for itself. A white supremacist slayed over 20 Hispanic people in a Walmart. Another slaughtered 10 black people in a grocery store. Black churches have been targeted and attacked for decades, so they have no room to talk. The violence is coming from the far right. It is louder, more organized, and more dangerous. And the fact that Caroline Levitt is painting the left as terrorists is just pure projection, because history shows us who the real domestic terrorists have always been.
So I was scrolling on Twitter last night, and you can imagine my surprise when I stumbled across this. Deport Harry Sisson, me, was trending #1 in politics, and I had no idea where this came from. I had no idea why MAGA was focusing on this right now. And then I decided to check again today when I woke up, and it was number 10 on trending across the entire platform, 29,000 posts. And I read some of them, and it's because MAGA believes that I'm not an American citizen. So I'm going to take this opportunity to tell you about my life because I haven't done that in a while. So this is for Wikipedia, who has it wrong on their website right now. And this is for the amazing viewers at home who may not know much about me. So, fun fact, I was born in Singapore. Yes, Singapore. The only reason I was born there is because my American parents were working there. And so by birth, I was an American citizen. And if the MAGA fans don't believe me, just read the law, read the Constitution. I don't care. Go over into your corner and scream about it. And I lived in Singapore for less than a year, around 8 months. And then I moved to Dubai, where I lived for 5 years. And keep in mind, I don't remember any of this, maybe a few things from Dubai, but other than that, I was a little kid, so obviously. And also important to point out, I was going to the United States every summer after the school year to visit family and friends because whether MAGA likes it or not, America's my home. So you can cry about that too. And then from age 6 to age 14, I lived in Dublin, Ireland. And let me tell you, I am so thankful for that experience. It really changed the way that I view the world. Seeing how different countries, different people, different cultures operate from the United States really is eye-opening. And I'd say it's informed a lot of my political beliefs today to make sure that not only are we making the United States a better place, but the world a better place. And I think that should be really everybody's goal. And that came from my time living in Europe. So if you get the opportunity to go to Ireland or anywhere in Europe, I'd recommend it. I'll give you some spots you can go to. And then from age 14 to now, I've lived in the United States. I went to high school in America, college in America, and I've worked in politics since I was 15. I started on a local level with my state senator, councilwoman. Shout out to them. They are amazing. And now I'm in national politics doing this. So it's a different life story than most, but it's also something I think a lot of people will appreciate. And also MAGA, if you want me deported, you also got to go after the MAGA Republicans in your party who weren't born here. Ted Cruz was born in Canada. Remember that one? Traveling is great. Don't let MAGA tell you otherwise. And now, since they're so scared of me that they want me deported, you should support my work. Link in bio for my YouTube and my Spotify show and more. Check it out. I love you all. Mwah. Goodbye.
No Kings Rally. We refer to it by its more accurate description, the Hate America Rally.
Do you know nothing about the founding of this country? We founded this country on a you, Britain. The whole point of being in America is the right to disagree. This is who we are. This idea that if you protest something Donald Trump does, you hate America, is the single most undemocratic thing you can actually accuse a fellow American of doing. It is smack dab in the First Amendment. It is the most American thing you can do. The most patriotic thing you can do is to protest your government.
This could all be over within 2 weeks. Trump gone, everything they've done reversed. Hell, we could have a national health care system and free public college. We could have socialism if we wanted it. We would just have to stop going to work. We need a general strike, not a little block party on Saturday, a general strike where we say we're not going back to work until we get what we want. And it wouldn't even take everyone. It would take like 5% of us. And people go, oh, well, they'll just fire us. I need my job. They can't fire everyone. If everyone did it, they can't fire us. They'd have to play by our rules. We could get anything we want. You should still go to No Kings. You should. It's important. But it's less than the bare minimum, and it's not going to do a goddamn thing. They're not going to listen to us. We need sustained, massive protests the size of No Kings and a general strike. And we could get anything we want. Literally.
Do you know what's happening right now? Americans are hitting the streets for the No Kings protests. Peaceful rallies across the country, and they're already labeling us as extremists. They're calling us pro-Hamas. They're calling us the Antifa people. They're calling us terrorists. Ordinary people. Teachers, nurses, veterans, parents. Out there demanding accountability. And the Speaker of the House says it's the pro-Hamas wing and the Antifa people. Then you've got governors deploying the National Guard. Because apparently, the First Amendment now requires military supervision. That's how they do it. They take your right to protest and twist it into a threat. They slap scary words on anyone who stands up. Terrorist, extremist, anti-American. But you know what it really is? It's fear. Fear of people who don't buy the propaganda. Fear of citizens who still believe in free speech. They want obedience, not democracy. They want silence, not questions. And if you don't play along, they'll brand you the enemy. Don't look away, because when peaceful protests become terrorism, that's our freedom being taken away from us. And the sad part is, most of us don't even see it yet.
7 million people, 2,500 cities and towns. No King's Day. I respect the movement. It is historical, no doubt. But here's my question. What do you guys do? What are you guys going to do tomorrow? What's next? Like, that's it? Because for the last 15 years, America had protest after protest, massive ones. We all see that on TV. But yet, the political system is still same capitalist, conservative, neoliberal circuits. Still the same gun violence, unaffordable healthcare, collapsing education. You still have 800 military bases overseas draining taxpayers' dollar. Trump is just a symptom that the system created him, the system you have right now. A system that teaches you that you are the hero for marching when you are really just a normal citizen and normal people being drained by the billionaires. You want change, you need to start making real demands. Practical demands, not some slogans. And for the No King State, it's very cool. But what does it want? No demands, no real structures, no clear target. It's just no kings. Then congratulations, you throw a 7 million people block party. Trump probably laughing at you right now in the White House. So what's next? I know some of my followers already have ideas. Please drop it here in the comment section. No violence, please. And we can talk about it, discuss about it, educate people, and move forward.